Good morning. I'm Dr. Laura, and welcome to Center for Spiritual Living Palm Desert. I look around here and I don't see you, but I still feel you, still feel the energy of this wonderful sanctuary. So we have an amazing talk again with Reverend Charles, and we've got Dale here doing our prayer and meditation. And now I'm going to turn it over to our incredible music today, performed by Jesse Powers.
Good morning. Palm Desert, it's so good to be with you this morning, yay. I missed you. Remember that time we shared before the COVID came? It was so glorious. Someday again, we'll be together, but until then, I'd like you to enjoy this little quarantine song for those of us who are still quarantining, and enjoy your day. I don't want to get up, I'm just not feeling it today. I'm too cozy in this bed. Who needs a job anyway? I don't want to get out. Being human's too hard. Sometimes I think my brain makes this responsibility a little too far. And I just want to stay in my house all day, wearing my undies and my alpaca socks. I'm overdue for some fun dance party of one. I got that self-care game on lock. Yeah, I just want to stay in my house all day, doing whatever it is that I please. I spend the hours in bliss, just me, myself, and Liz, getting busy, loving up on me. Gonna turn off my phone. Too many people messing with my head. Hey, they can't find me at home, cause there's no landlines. And if they come knocking, baby, I'll play dead. I just wanna stay in my house all day, wearing my undies and my alpaca socks. I'm overdue for some fun dance party of one. I got that self-care game on lock. Yeah, I just wanna stay in my house all day, doing whatever it is that I please. I spend the hours in bliss, just me, myself, and Liz, getting busy, loving up on me. Ooh, 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 yeah. Ooh, 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 ooh. Ooh, 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 and ooh, I gotta tell you, ooh, you're killing my groove. Ooh, I gotta tell you, ooh, you're killing my groove. 'Cause I just wanna stay in my house all day, wearing my undies and my alpaca socks. I'm overdue for some fun dance party of one. I've got that self-care game on lock. Yes, I do. I just wanna stay in my house all day, doing whatever it is that I please. I spend the hours in bliss, just me, myself, and Liz, getting busy, loving up on me. Getting busy, loving up on me. Getting busy, loving upon me.
Let's thank Jesse for that great music. And then I want to share with you what is going on this week at Center for Spiritual Living Palm Desert live at 10 a.m. So on Monday, Reverend Charles is interviewing Don Savage. He's married to our new minister, Lori Savage, and he has a fascinating background. So don't miss that on Monday. Tuesday is the continuation of the book study with Jeff Seeley and Reverend Charles on how to be an anti-racist. And then on Wednesday, again, is our amazing, incredible, sensational 6, always with great topics, great conversation. Thursday, Reverend Charles is interviewing the amazing Marcia Merkant, and you don't want to miss that talk. And then Friday is Life on Love with Reverend Charles, and always some interesting conversations. Don't forget that Saturday we have our meditation at 10, and of course Sunday we have our virtual prayer room at 11. And I want to tell you that coming soon, Reverend Dale will be starting a class on October 6th from 2 to 4 p.m., and it's entitled Spiritual Resilience. That's what we need right now. And so call the office for information or go to our website and you can get the information there to sign up for that 6-week class.
Well, good morning. I'm Reverend Dale Olansky, and it's just a joy to have you here with us today virtually. We have a mission statement for our center, as all centers do, because this anchors our vision into what we're doing here, what we're all about. And so now's the time where we say our mission statement together. We are a dynamic, open, and positive faith community that accepts all religions. Our mission is to awaken you to your divine nature, empowering you to create the life of your dreams. We are changing lives one heart at a time. And so I want you just to close your eyes right now if that's comfortable for you, and let's just allow ourselves to relax into this moment. Just checking in with ourselves, and then anything that's buzzing around in our minds, let's just set it aside for now and give ourselves this gift of calm, of peace, of finding that sacred center within ourselves where we are undisturbed by anything. That place where we connect with our deeper nature, that spiritual essence of who we are. And just allow ourselves to move into that peace and stillness that rejuvenates us, revives us, and reminds us of who we are in this delightful life that we are living.
Get ready, my soul. I'm diving in. Get ready, my soul. I'm diving in to the deepest kind of love, to the sweetest kind of life. Get ready, get ready, my soul. Everything I've ever done and everything I've ever seen, everything I've lost or won, and everything I've ever dreamed has brought me here to this present moment, here to this new beginning, here, and I'm seeing life so clearly now. Get ready, my soul. I'm diving in. Get ready, my soul. I'm diving in to the deepest kind of love, to the sweetest kind of life. Get ready, my soul. Get ready, my soul.
And so I invite you now to join me in consciousness as we recognize the one power, the presence, the source of all life that is God, the infinite potential that dwells within all that is all, that one that I call spirit, life, infinite possibility, that one that is everywhere present, that governs the stars, the galaxies, that governs our lives, that governs our bodies. And I'm so very grateful to recognize that I am an expression of all that God is, and everyone is that as well. And so today is a day to recognize our divine nature in this human that we are, to set aside ideas of duality, of separation, and rise up into truth, and to remember that all are one, that there is only spirit expressing by means of all beings, that one expresses through the multiplicity of life experiences. And so today, as we open ourselves up to a greater understanding of who we are at the divine level, to see the energy of spirit that is so creative and vibrant and alive, to open ourselves up to a deeper experience of it in this experience we call human, to see within the human is the divine fully and completely manifesting by means of us, and to allow ourselves to embrace this life, to see the goodness that is within all experiences, to see that there is no you and me, no us and them. There is only one humanity, and that humanity contains the divine in all of its expressions. And so I know that as we open up our hearts and minds to the lesson that Reverend Charles is giving to us today, we are able to see the truth that he is speaking, to embrace it, to embody it, to live it, to rise up in who we are and to be it fully and completely and not deny ourselves what is on our hearts to live into, to be it fully and completely, all in, all the time. And so I'm grateful to be a part of this spiritual community that comes together without walls, without boundaries, in this virtual space, knowing that we are connected at all times with each other because our life is in the mind and heart of God, and that is eternal. And so knowing today is a beautiful day to celebrate who we are, to be in the divine flow of our humanity, and to see the love that we share with each other, no matter who we are, no matter what we are doing, the divine is present at all times, and to acknowledge it today and every day so that we can experience the peace, the love, the nature of life that is everywhere present, expanding by means of all the time. And so knowing that this morning unfolds gracefully, beautifully, easily, and effortlessly as we see who we all are and love each other and come together as one. I'm grateful to see that everything is expanding from that place of divine truth and knowingness to bring forth the greatest life experience for all. And so knowing that we are ready now to jump into the rest of this morning, I release my word as law, knowing it is fulfilling itself right here and right now. And so join me as we say together, and so it is.
Show me the way. Show me the way. Your love will light my way. Show me the way. Show me the way. Show me the way. Your joy will light my way. Show me the way. Show me the way. Show me the way. Show me the way. Your peace light my way. Show me the way. Show me the way. Show me the way. Show me the way. Your truth will light my way. And your love will light my way. And your joy will light my way. And your peace will light my way. And your truth will light my way. Om Shanti Om Shanti Om Shanti Om Shanti Om Shanti Om Shanti Om. Om Shanti Om Shanti Om Shanti Om Shanti Om Shanti Om Shanti Om. Om Shanti Om Shanti Om Shanti Om Shanti Om Shanti Om Shanti Om. Now take a deep breath in and exhale all the way out.
I don't wanna give words to this. Anything you have to interpret will only eclipse the heart of it. I just wanna send it in sound with a wavelength clarity. Ooh, nothing I could ever say will resonate the same way that this love does in me. Inhale, exhale, breathe. Somewhere in the beat of your heart, there I am. Somewhere underneath all the war-torn believing, there you have always been. It's something like a melody, it's something like a song, and it sings itself and it's never wrong. Ooh, everywhere it plays for me, it's always on repeat. It's the love song of everything. Inhale, exhale, breathe. It's not just there in my body. It's not just there in the thoughts that I think. It's there in the roots, in the skies and the seas, in the eyelids, the irises, the wind and the wings, in the will be, the ever was, the reason and the just because. I am the song that I sing. Inhale, exhale.
So this is the time in our service where we turn to you to say, this is your opportunity to support your spiritual home, your center. And so please, there's all kinds of ways there on the website and on this page to support our center so that every week we can continue with our 10 o'clock offerings. We can continue to be here for you for prayer work. So let us now do our offering, and I want to bless it, knowing that everything that we give comes back to us, pressed down and overflowing, that we feel the abundance of the universe here and now, knowing that what we support is multiplying and growing and touching so many lives, and how we are grateful to receive these messages. So thank you. Thank you for your support. Thank you for your sharing of all our talks all during the week, and especially on Sunday.
All right, what another extraordinary service we've got going on. I'm so grateful to be a part of it, along with our extraordinary team, with Reverend Dale and Reverend Laura, and our music this morning. We're so blessed here at Center for Spiritual Living Palm Desert with our talent, with our consciousness, with the ways that we show up week in and week out to share with each other, that our commitment continues to be that we bless each other in powerful and extraordinary ways. And part of that blessing for me is, as we, film each week at this point, is knowing that you're with me and that I'm with you. That we're in this relatively empty sanctuary right now, but it's a blessing upon my heart to know that as a community, we are one heart. And that we're never separate, that we're separated, but not separate. And that's a blessing to know that we live within the oneness of the Holy Spirit, the whole Spirit of God. And that as I stand in front of this camera right now, I know that our hearts are conjoined, that they're together. And so that's the blessing I'm feeling from you in this transmission, which lifts me and raises and praises me, and I'm grateful for that. So let's get into it this morning. I've been just praying this week about, as I always do, how to continue to be a blessing to our community, in light of what continues to be kind of the state of things right now. And it's occurred to me over the last number of years. I spent the first part of my ministerial career really kind of being seduced by this idea that to be spiritual is to somehow deny our humanity. That what we seek to do is become like Obi-Wan Kenobi after he dies and becomes like this powerful force from beyond that comes back and whispers into Luke Skywalker's ears with, run, Luke, run, or whatever he's supposed to do. That to be spiritual is to somehow transcend the human experience while still human, and be some sort of like larger than life figure. And I'm so grateful that through my spiritual practice, I've come to an understanding that that's not the way it is for me. And I hope that as I unpack this sermon this morning, this talk, my ideas, that it somehow blesses you in a way that, especially now, we can embrace our humanity, which draws our hearts closer together and understands that through this time, we will make it together, recognizing that we are human, and in our humanity there is frailty. But that's the blessing of it. And for the short time that we're here, whatever it might be, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100, 110 years, that we embrace the entire experience of it. Because we know life only knows life, and somehow life will continue to express itself. How many times in this human condition? I have no idea. Other people may say they do, I don't. As far as I know at this point, we've got this one. Let's make the most of it. So let's dive in. Here we go. So often I've heard that to be spiritual is to deny my humanity and seek to be free of the human condition, to deny the flesh and embrace the spirit. How would we be here as human beings if not to experience being human? Ernest Holmes said the divine nature is reenacted in man. He is conscious, mind, and spirit. The divine nature is reenacted in people, in man, he says. Old school language. The divine nature is reenacted in woman. She is conscious, mind, and spirit. He's telling us right now to embrace our humanity, not to deny it. That the full spirit is who we are, is alive and well as us. It's in that sweet glass of red wine. It's in that delicious Eggs Benedict for brunch. It's in the eyes as we look out upon the beautiful Coachella Valley when we take a hike. That's our humanity, and our humanity touches the spirit when we experience those things. It's that sweet glass of my favorite drink. What is it? Limeade. That's what it is. And how it dances on my tongue. That's the spirit reenacted in me to be able to even sense that, to experience it. That's the dance. I don't want to deny myself a glass of limeade to become more spiritual, that I might live to be 195 years old. I don't want to live to be 195 years old. There's got to be something else on this adventure to experience called life. Right? Yes. It is fully embracing our humanity in this lifetime that we fully realize who we are and what we are capable of. Yes, meditate and pray. And also eat the yummy food and drink the tasty drinks and take the beautiful hikes and go on the amazing trips and work hard and be a master at your craft and embrace what these hands can do in building something. Embrace what your eyes can see to perceive something, a different way of doing things. My grandfather used to say, sacrifice to gain. That was one of the lessons he taught all of his grandchildren. That is to sacrifice so that our lives can become better, that we lay down lower thoughts so that we can rise into higher thought, that we understand that hard work is a good thing, that smart work is a good thing, that these hands can build something, that this heart can perceive something, that my brain can think thoughts that can demonstrate something. Eat the tasty foods. Drink the good drink. Take the beautiful trip. Experience the countryside. Walk through the castles in Germany or Bulgaria or wherever you are. Experience Angkor Wat in Cambodia. It's one of the highlights of my life. Human hands made that. And I got to walk on those sacred steps to experience that with my fellow brothers and sisters, human beings. Going back to what Ernest Holmes said, the divine nature is reenacted in man. We're meant to be human. We're not meant to deny our humanity. We're meant to fully embrace it, all that it is. this body temple, this beautiful thing called the body. And I know for so many of us, that's one of our most challenging bits of work is actually to embrace our body, how it is. And it is embracing our body and how it is that we can move it actually into how we want it to be. The couple extra pounds, my butt's too big, this little extra bit underneath my chin right here. Oh, my hair going white at 45 years old. It actually started when I was 27, by the way. It's the way it is. I've chosen to embrace it. And whether people are just being graceful or they're being truthful, they tell me I'm a handsome guy, and I appreciate that. To embrace the body temple. How hard is that to do sometimes? But here we are as a human being. I think sometimes to deny our humanity doesn't have us fully embrace our body, our being, who we are. Ram Dass said, the ideal this isn't Ram Dass, by the way. This is Ram Dass from a long, long time ago. The ideal person loves to put forth effort, enters boldly on any enterprise, and does not shun work. This person can live in the midst of difficulties and bear the brunt of action. That speaks to our humanity. That speaks to being human. Yes, there's a lot of heavy lifting to do in meditation, and please hear me, I'm not denying, as I've said, I'm not denying praying and meditating and doing our spiritual practice. But what about the spiritual practice of embracing our humanity? Of actually, next time you take that bite of food, you actually really enjoy how it dances on your tongue. You actually enjoy the textures in your mouth. I love watching and I know this bugs some of you that don't drink, that don't drink alcohol. But you can do it with any drink. But I love watching what's it called? What are the wine masters called? Sommeliers? Kind of get their nose up in that glass of wine, ring it around and sniff it deeply. And then have their nose in the glass while they take a sip and they close their eyes and they kind of swish it around a little and enjoy every moment of it. That's to embrace our humanity. We can do that with our favorite glass of lemonade or iced tea. We can do that with anything. Embrace our physical nature. Embrace the five senses. It's informed by the Spirit anyway. So before you call me a blasphemer this morning, know that we always will go back to what Ernest Holmes said. The divine nature is reenacted in people. We are called to embrace boldly the things in this life that bring us alive. How do we know we're alive? Your heart quickens. You feel the butterflies that are right here in your sternum. You feel joyful. You actually feel joyful. Enthusiasm, excitement. You're glad you're here to experience this. The anxiety of the day is quieted. The nervousness is quieted. You feel lifted. You actually feel divine when we embrace the things in this life that bring us alive. Spirituality is not a practice of denial. It is a practice of embrace. Embrace what you love. Do it. Feel it. Enjoy it. What could be more spiritual? There cannot be a spiritual realm and a human realm. There is realm, and it's called life. There cannot be a spiritual realm and a human realm. These two things that one is we're a human and through our spiritual practice we seek to deny all of our humanity to get to even the kingdom of heaven in the here and now. Somehow seems sometimes like this far off thing that we have to do so much deep spiritual practice to get there. What if the deep spiritual practice is just to fully embrace our humanity in this moment and in that moment become free and then you're in heaven. There cannot be a spiritual realm and a human realm. There is just realm. There's one realm, the realm of life. And so as Ernest Holmes told us, the divine nature is reenacted on our humanity. Leap boldly in the direction of the things that bring you alive. What brings me alive is actually to be with other human beings in community and fellowship. That brings me alive. To hear ideas, to be inspired by somebody and how they think about life and how they view life. To actually sit down, as we did with our ministerial staff last week, have a meal together and talk and laugh. Laugh at Reverend William because he had to get out of here so quickly, but his closing prayer went on for 15 minutes. To laugh at him in the middle of his prayer and have Reverend Dale say, dude, how long is this prayer going to go on for? That is embracing our spirituality and our humanity. It's embracing realm. To be able to laugh so wildly in the midst of prayer, the whole room was falling over ourselves. Sorry, Reverend William. You know I love you. Reverend Dale just turned around to look to see if he was here. He's not here. I'm just saying it into the camera. But how cool is that? Not to think, oh, I'm sitting down into this prayer and I'm going to settle into my lotus position and get myself all in a pretzel and, do the pose to make sure I'm exactly the way God wants me to look. Rather than just laughing, being together, being in joy together, knowing that in our laughter, that is heaven. In our laughter, that is the Spirit reenacted in us in that moment. To enjoy that food, to have that fun, to be in so much love together. And to just look around the room while we were laughing and seeing a room full of people, a group of people laughing together during a prayer. Yes. Swami Muktananda said, there are many different phenomena inside the human body. Listen to this, I love this. If a person were to see the inner splendor even once, he would derive immense benefit from it. How wonderful the treasures within this body. Pools of nectarian juices. Numberless sheaves of sensory nerves. Reverberating musical concerts. Varied, intoxicating perfumes. Countless rays of different suns. Where? Inside the human body. Within us, as you, in your humanity. Denying your humanity denies your divinity. I do not believe we are spiritual beings having a human experience. I believe we are beings having an experience. We are. And when we pass from this life, we will continue to be in some way. That's Reverend Charles Hall. I believe we are having an experience. We are beings having an experience. What kind of experience do we want to have? This is where we get to choose it. This is where we get to become it and live into it. Embrace your favorite things in life. These are a few of my favorite things. I sang that song. I was just walking around the house and all of a sudden I said, raindrops on roses and whiskers on kittens. And Mila goes, she's looking at me she goes, Daddy, what's that song? And then I put it on, and of course it's Julie Andrews from way back when. She goes, Daddy, I don't like that song. Doesn't quite have today's flavor. But that imagery is evocative, isn't it? Raindrops on roses and whiskers on kittens. We see that as human beings. We appreciate that. Bright colored packages tied up in strings. These are a few of my favorite things. Isn't that fun? It's evocative. And then we get to open those packages with our hands, see it with our eyes, play with it with our hands, whatever it might be, a toy, a tool set. Who knows what it is? A few of our favorite things. What are your favorite things? The inner light is beyond both praise and blame. Like unto space, it knows no boundaries. Yet it is right here with us, ever retaining its serenity and fullness. It is only when you seek it that you lose it. Start being it. Don't try and find it somewhere. You are encoded already within you what your favorite things are. You know what they are. Don't deny them to be more spiritual. Embrace them to have an experience. Here's the rule. Here's the one question to ask ourselves, though. Am I hurting myself or another? If I'm hurting myself or hurting another, we get out of bounds, out of integrity with life. So long as we're in bounds, am I hurting myself or hurting another? What are your favorite things and enjoy them? Embrace them. Love them. Be human. So, this week, what are we called to do? Deny the idea that your humanity is something to deny. Deny the idea that your humanity is something to deny. Practice it. Consider that. Pray on that. Think on that. Deny your humanity is something for you to deny. Second, take care of your body so that you can actually be a human being as long as possible. So you can enjoy this ride. Enjoy it. Take care of your body this week. You know what it means to take care of your body. Have the lasagna, for Christ's sake, and have cannoli for dessert, and then go take a walk. Embrace the things that you love about this life and have some fun. I challenge you to have some fun this week. Have some fun. Embrace the things that you love about your life and have some fun. Lastly, encourage a friend or a loved one to do the same. Find ways you can have fun together. Even if it's over the phone, make each other laugh. When I know my daughter's on it about a particular thing, one of the games we play at home is called I Bet You Can't Laugh. And so I'll just look at her and say, no, you're not going to laugh. I bet you can't laugh. Bet you're not going to laugh. What inevitably ends up happening? She laughs. Why? We get over ourselves. Encourage someone else to do the same. To have some fun. To be in joy. To be in life. I love you. And I'm grateful to be with you and continue to walk this walk. And soon enough, we will be back in this sacred building together, embracing each other, loving each other. And until then, we're going to embrace our humanity. We're going to call upon each other. We're going to draw it out of each other. We're going to enjoy what we can enjoy right now. Embracing our humanity means that we're going to get through this together because we're embracing our humanity and we want to be a human being for as long as we can. So we're going to be safe, we're going to be smart, and soon enough we're going to be back together. I'm so grateful to accept your love as well. And I charge you to make this week the best week ever. Peace and love.
Thank you, Reverend Charles. That was so inspirational. So let's go and have some fun this week. Let's go and enjoy our humanity. So please join me in our closing prayer. Recognizing this one life, this eternal life, this life that is constantly expanding. And so we recognize that each one of us is the creator of our universe. And we choose this moment, this day, and every moment to be magnificent creators, creating joy, creating love, creating prosperity, drinking from that glass of wine and recognizing how each moment is so precious. And as each moment we live in that state of gratitude for all of our life experiences, knowing that even in times of challenges, those are leading us to something good. So we sit back and we relax and we enjoy each moment, knowing that Spirit is guiding us, knowing that Spirit is inspiring us to live the most magnificent life. We came here for this moment in time to experience life. So we open our eyes, we open our hearts to all the beauty and magnificence that is around us, knowing that we are creating this world that we live in right here and right now. So we look for those nuggets, we look for the joy, we look for the beauty, and we see it. We see it and we experience it. So I am so grateful for this thing called life, for our humanity, for who we are in this world, for this center that allows us to express, to share this love with so many people. And so I know all is well, and I relax in that knowing and in that appreciation, in that state of gratitude, knowing that life is unfolding perfectly, magnificently, and excitingly. So this is the truth. So I release my word to that law, knowing that it is so. And together we say, and so it is. Amen. Have a wonderful week, everyone.